Welcome to Pull the Pin Already, War Room Edition, and I'm back like I ever went anywhere. And guess who else is back?
I didn't go anywhere either.
Hey, look, the usual. Yes. Well, at least we're gonna have something to talk about today because we got some more headlines, and you know how that works, right?
All the headlines are good headlines. We find. Well,
Yes.
you find. I don't find any of them.
Oh well, yeah. Mentally, I mean, I read your mind through.
I just want to be
Yeah.
surprised when I see them because I don't want to know what the articles actually say.
And it's funny because somebody complained about that. I was like, all right, well, I'll send out the article. They didn't read them anyway. So it was like, you just wanted me to do more work, right?
They complain about it and they didn't even show up to talk about it.
Exactly, right. Exactly. But that's what they should. They should show up to complain about the show, even. Let's just do that. Show up to complain about the show.
Just
Either
show
way,
up. Just show up. Who cares?
yeah, right. No kidding. We can have some fun. We can even talk some war stories if you want, because we probably have plenty.
You been to war?
Well, I don't know if actually war, but I've been in combat zones.
I got hazardous duty pay.
Yeah, I took that special flight. We did do that in Africa.
To get paid?
Yep, we did do that. But I have to be honest with you, though. We did come back with bullet holes in the planes, but none of it ever affected us. You know what I mean? It wasn't like...
Did you go with bullet holes in the plane, though?
I don't know. That I don't know. We could have been lied to.
Yeah.
Maybe they do that to everybody. It doesn't make them feel special.
Oh, look, there's bullet holes. Yeah, it's been there for 3 years, but
Exactly.
whatever.
Well, what's the rust all around them? Oh, it's proper ventilation. You know that stuff happens on all levels, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But either way, so you know the deal. We're gonna bring up some headlines and discuss them from our veterans' perspective because we've seen everything and done everything, right?
I don't
So
know
we
about
know
everything.
everything.
Well, we know everything. I don't know if I've seen and done everything, but I know everything. That's
Oh,
right.
I'm sure you have. Yeah, I've seen the videos.
My face was blurred out. That wasn't me.
Well, they were leaked, so you didn't even know. A lot of leaked videos. Anyway, let's go to the first one. California's population falls by 117,000 residents in 2021 as residents increasingly realize it's a terrible place to live.
Well, a lot of people that don't live in California already know that, and it's taken them that long to find out they had to leave.
Well, I mean, let's be serious. Let's seriously be serious. There are some beautiful places in California. San Diego is one of them. I've been to San Diego. If you can tolerate the high taxes, all the crazy politics, the homeless now, the immigrants, if you can tolerate all that stuff, it's a beautiful place. It is. It's just, I mean, it's almost like they took paradise and ruined it. They just ruined it. It was too good, and they said, "No, we got to be like the rest of the people, and let's just
took paradise and turned it into a parking lot."
Right. Isn't that a song?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a song. Wow.
And I said this before, and I think we did a headline about Jersey on this. I think we did a headline about New York on this. All right, you don't like what's going on in California? Don't move somewhere else and vote the same way.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I mean, but that's what I'm saying about California. It's hard because I think people that live in California and have those beautiful places, it's hard to leave that. I mean, you're not going to find, a beautiful beach like that in Texas. I just don't think you're going to find that. You're definitely not going to find it in Ohio, right? Because I don't think there's any water. Is there what? Yeah, there may be.
I mean, lakes, but it's landlocked, I believe.
Right, but you get what I'm saying, though. You're not going to be able to find that. And at the end of the day, it's hard to leave certain things like that. But you got to have a tolerance level. And at some point, obviously, 117,000 people realize that this is not worth it.
Well, California's population, 117,000 is like less than a half of 1%, isn't it?
Right.
Not many left.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I guess in the scheme of where other people are moving from, maybe.
You throw that big number out, that's like throwing COVID numbers out. 117,000 out of how many million live in California?
Yeah, exactly. Sure, it's not a big deal. I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's just like I said, you see the big names, Joe Rogan and all those
big companies moving out too. Yeah, Elon Musk taking his company out of California.
Yeah.
Well,
why wouldn't you? I mean, they create stupid rules to tax and drain the people. Like, it must be really corrupt in there. It really must be corrupt.
I don't even want to visit California.
I don't either.
I've been to LAX once to fly to Korea, but I've never been to California
I've
except for
been to
that.
California, I think 3 or 4 times. Actually, San Francisco, I went there to, actually for a longer stay. And I thought there was some really cool attractions. I went on that bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge. I toured Alcatraz. It was really neat, but I wouldn't go back now. Wouldn't do it.
It's the same way. I remember when I was in New York City, when I used to smoke, I was paying like, I don't know, this was years ago, like $2 a pack. But then I went to New York City and I was like, oh damn, I need cigarettes. Back then it was like $7 a pack. I'm like, holy crap! I think it's now like $1,700 a pack in New York City now. But just just the prices of stuff is just outrageous.
Sure, sure.
Wow,
And
wow.
that's normal in New York. And I've told you that from living in Jersey.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Jersey.
California's the same thing, but all the New Yorkers live in New Jersey because it's cheaper. So then they drive up the costs of living in New Jersey.
Yep.
And most of New Jersey people can't really afford that. So it makes almost New Jersey half poverty because they can't afford the prices New Yorkers are coming and paying. Because they're also getting paid more. They are getting paid more because they make more money up in New York.
Right, and they're coming to lower cost housing to make their money go farther.
Right.
Yeah.
And and then they create a problem where they come, just like you just recently spoke about. Stop going places and change and making it like the crap you're in. Nobody wants your crap. That's why they don't move there. You don't even want your crap. That's why you're moving out of there. So stop changing it. I'm sick of it. Like, dude, even when I move places, like when I move across the country, everywhere I've been moving, I try not to tell people I'm from Jersey because I get it. I understand why they hate us. I understand it.
Well,
Because
you
now
can
I
say
hate
you're
them.
from Jersey, and no, I'm not voting the way they're voting in
Right.
Jersey. I don't vote that way anyway. That's why I
That's
moved
the
here
point.
because you guys vote the way I want to vote.
It has to come with a disclaimer. I
Yeah,
can't just say, "Oh yeah, I'm from Jersey."
little asterisk.
Yeah. I have to say, "Well, I'm from Jersey, but I'm trying to get away from Jersey." So I'm not, like, it just comes with a disclaimer, and it's just so sad I have to do that.
Hi, I'm Jimbo Tron from Jersey. Asterisk.
Right, right. And my
That's
pronouns are no.
let's pronoun this headline on out of here and get a new one. Oh,
Biden proposes largest tax increase since LBJ.
speaking of pronouns, um, but only on rich people, right? It's not going to affect people making X amount and less, right?
No, that was last year's promise.
Oh,
This year it's a
dang it.
little different because we got gas prices that and food shortages. We got a bunch of other stuff, so we need
Dang
to
it.
we
He
need to pay
got
for that.
me.
Oh, wait, maybe this is the tax increase so that we could pay for other people's education because they didn't want to pay for it.
Those were predatory loans, Jim.
Oh,
Those people didn't know what they were signing up for.
well, I mean, there's an argument there. I know it's not the headline. There's an argument there. At the end of the day, yeah, let's not charge them the interest then,
Well,
but
no,
make them pay the loan.
here's my thing. How long have they been predatory and people are still taking predatory loans? When do you
Well,
learn not to take predatory loans? How long
who's
can
in
we allow
charge of it?
predatory loans to go? The government.
Exactly. Do you remember when the government said, "Oh my God, it's a big problem. We need to take over the student loan industry." So they took it over. Now they're like, "Oh no, we need to relieve these people because the student loan thing is a problem." Like, wait a minute, you created the problem. Like, what?
Yeah.
So this tax increase, like, I don't think they understand how it works. And I don't know if it's just, I'm not even a tax expert, but I know that the more you tax somebody, i.e., California, New York, they leave. They're not going to be there to collect. You're not going to collect off them because they'll be gone.
No, this is a federal tax. No matter where they go, it's going to be the same tax on no matter what state they're in. So,
Right. So what does that mean, though? You're not going to work. You're going to do under the table stuff. People are going to find any way around all of this stuff. They're going to find a way around it. People are going to start paying people.
Jim, this is only for the rich. We're not
Oh,
going to
right,
tax
right.
anybody
Oh, right,
below, what was it, 400,000, 300,000, whatever the magic number
right.
was.
Maybe it was $40. Anybody who makes less than $40.
Oh, we added extra zeros. Sorry. We didn't mean that.
Typo.
Anybody that works 40 hours or more, 40
Who,
hours is going to be taxed.
am I the president? Where are we? $40. All right, man. Enough of this nonsense. All right. Next one. Could 2,000 mules change the 2020 election narrative? Do you even know what that is?
No, not a clue.
So you answer the question. Could it?
Maybe.
Yes. This is 2000 Mules is it's a documentary, I guess they call it, whatever you want to call it, that Dinesh D'Souza's coming out with about the election,
Oh.
the fortified election that Trump lost. That
No,
one.
it's not going to change the narrative because certain people believe one thing, certain people believe the other. You can show them
I
whatever you want to believe,
I
whatever you
get
want
it.
to show them. They're not going to change their beliefs.
They're not even going to want to watch it. They're just going to instantly call it propaganda or Russia's disinformation. They're just going to call it what they call it. So
Who,
yeah, I don't.
who's doing it? A Republican or a Democrat?
Dinesh D'Souza is more Republican leaning. I don't know if he's a straight out Republican or not, but he definitely, is anti socialism and all this other crap that's being pushed on us. But I really find it interesting. Now, let me disclaimer first. I had somebody, talk about documentary. Oh, did you see this documentary? This documentary. Now, being in the film industry before, and I don't mean adult films.
Oh, okay. I was checking.
I understand that it's a story.
I'm gonna go Google Jimbotron real quick.
Yeah, no, you won't find anything. Now, if you find ATD, never mind. That's another story, different show. I don't even know what I was saying. So, it's about a story. So anybody can collect film footage, B-roll, whatever, and create a story. So
Yes.
documentaries aren't really like this fact thing that So you have to take those with a grain of salt as well.
Yeah, it's whoever you're catering to, you're gonna make your story flow that way.
But the fascinating thing is they'll present you with information. Now, the sad part is they may omit certain information, but they present you with information in a timeline that you can understand and you could draw your own conclusions. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see a documentary and then instantly a rebuttal to the documentary with facts or statistics or something that would make sense. And then you could determine which part of it's true. You know what I mean? I don't want lies. I wish people just wouldn't lie. So, but apparently this 2000 Mules, they went and paid for cell phone tower footage or data, and they tracked 2,000 people, and they've got surveillance camera footage of all these people and every location they went. And these were the people dropping off ballots at the boxes.
Oh, yeah. I think I've heard about this before. Yeah. I actually just saw something about tracking cell phones. I think the CDC paid for some cell phone information to track cell phone data to see if people were abiding by COVID restrictions and guidelines.
Same concept. Yep, same concept.
I don't know if that's the headline you got coming up, but but you just said paying for cell phone data.
Yeah,
but
not at all.
Kind of
I'm
ironic.
I'm not even worried about the government's doing because that's everybody knows.
I can just pay for cell phone data. Can I do it myself as a normal everyday citizen?
It's probably not cheap. I don't know. It's probably not cheap, but anybody's out to make money, right?
Yeah.
Which is scary too, right? Because you would think that your cell phone data wouldn't be that easily obtained.
You think you need like a subpoena or something, right?
Right. Why would everywhere I go, it's not like I'm voluntarily giving permission to track my location. I could turn all my location rights or access off, and you can still ping it by the towers because I'm still got to get a signal from the tower, so they can still track me from the tower. I mean, that's what people don't realize, So
your location's never off.
Right. But people don't really care anyway because they'll go put it on Instagram or TikTok. Hey, look at me. Look where I am. You know what I mean? I'm on vacation in Bahamas and nobody's going to rob my house. You know what I mean?
I love when people do that. 2 days till vacation. 1 day till vacation. Oh, we're off to vacation. Oh, shit. My house just got robbed.
Right. Exactly.
How did they know I was gone?
Exactly. Crazy, right? Crazy. All right. Well, let's go to the last one here because this one might be a little fun. What?
Let's take these mules somewhere else.
I knew you had a transition for me. A segue. Major networks bury story on Biden's new Ministry of Truth. Now, I think that's obviously a right-wing perspective, right? Or whatever you call the wing, because I don't think it's actually called Ministry of Truth, is it?
I had no idea what this headline talks about.
You don't even know what this is about, dude. You are living in a cave, dude.
Nope, I know the new Truth Social or Social Truth. I don't even know what it's called, but that Trump
no, dude,
platform.
This is the government. Oh. Joe Biden and his cronies are standing up somebody who is the Commission of Disinformation.
Yeah, I do know about this now. You're right. Yeah,
and the lady running it is the lady that promoted the
Yes.
Trump Russia hoax thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that's what it was called, but yeah, I have heard about this now. Then, yeah.
Well, it's not called the Ministry of Truth. They're
Oh, yeah, I don't
loud.
know what it
That's
is.
they're mocking it, almost like the Don't Say Gay bill. They're mocking
Yeah.
it because that's definitely, fascist or, tyrannical right there. You don't create a government entity to tell the people what the truth is.
They are.
Well, they're right, but you just don't do that. That's just not. I mean, if anytime you want to sow distrust, that's it. Okay, we want you to trust us, but you have to believe what we tell you,
I wonder if I can apply for a job there.
right? I wonder if they have benefits.
Government benefits.
I'm sure because we always tell the truth here, right?
Everything.
We can tell
Everything's
what's true and what's not.
my truth. My opinion is truth to me.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes it's not, but
Yeah, no. Sometimes I don't even believe what you say.
me either. I just make it up because it sounds good. Now it's up to you to decide when I don't say the truth and when I do say the truth.
Oh, it's a game show. Ding, 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 ding. We could have that. What is that? Two truths and a lie or something? How does it go?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
We
but
can
yeah,
do that.
yeah. But this lady is supposedly cuckoo herself anyway. I don't even know who she is. I don't know her name, but
Yeah,
from
but
what I
apparently
understand,
she's gone all around Europe and done this stuff before. Dude. I've heard it best. This is a cult. These people are in a cult. I mean, we've gotten to the point where you don't need to go find weirdos to join a cult. They're there. It's there. You just got to pick a team. It's a cult.
yeah,
I mean,
it's funny what certain people think one truth is compared to other people thinking the same thing. That's not the truth. It's amazing.
well, yeah, and it's funny too because I know me and Mike used to talk about this stuff too, and that's why I guess the Democrat Republican thing come in. But it's so funny because every time you turn around, the Republicans are accusing the Democrats of the same thing. The Democrats they're accusing each other of the same thing.
That's exactly what that's what I said. Certain people believe one thing, and certain people believe the same thing, but it's total opposites. It's like
Right. But I
the
heard
truth
it.
somewhere in the middle.
Well, I heard a good explanation. It's the problem is when you start off your belief in a lie, you're always looking for the evidence to prove your belief. And I think that's what some of these people are doing. And I don't want to bring it to a religious aspect, but think about this too. If you don't have a base standard in morals, ethics, values, then where do you get them from? How do you tell yourself what is right or wrong if you don't have a base?
Yeah.
You can't base it on somebody else's feelings because you can be doing the right thing and them still not feel like, they can still feel offended. So where do you base your values on? Like, who's to say Jeffrey Dahmer isn't doing the right thing and we're all just making something up? You know what I mean? Like, who's to say that? What makes him wrong? We've collectively agreed that murder's wrong, right? But there's some people that don't believe that.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
So what makes that right? But that's what I'm saying. So what makes us right and him wrong?
Good question. I mean, because it's been fed to us that it's wrong, so we have to believe it.
Right, but we have to collectively agree with it, but not everybody's going to agree with it, right?
Right.
But yet we punish the people who don't agree with it. So at the end of the day, what I'm getting at is no wonder these Democrats, these left-wing lunatics, these make up a gender, call it whatever you want stuff. No wonder they have a problem because they don't have a foundation. They don't have a base standard to judge the world by.
Well, we got right-wing lunatics too, so.
Well, sure. No doubt. But I'm saying is you don't see right wings talking about, the latest headlines. Obviously, we've always criticized right wing extremists anyway, but any extremist is extremist because their baseline is off too. Even if you want to say the religious fanatics still are off of a baseline. You know what I mean? They take a religious thing to the extreme.
Yeah.
But the baseline is still like, even if you take something simple like the 10 Commandments, okay, now if you agree with the 10 Commandments, you got to say you've got some religion in your life, right? Because that didn't come from, Jamal from Philadelphia while he was walking down the road whistling and smoking cigarettes. It came from the Bible.
Well, under 10 Commandments, I don't spank my hanks. I don't know them all because I'm not that very religious, but aren't they also laws in the books probably too? So do I really have to be religious to believe the 10 Commandments, or do I just want to believe the law?
Well, what were the laws created from?
I was not alive. I don't know.
Well, look at the laws, look at the Bible, and figure out what the laws were created from.
Who's to say the Bible didn't come after laws were made?
I think there's a lot of evidence of that.
Prove it to me.
I guess
I
I
want to.
could if you sat down and read.
I want to hear from Jesus.
Oh, you will, brother. You will.
I
Especially
probably
now.
will.
Especially
And
now.
before this goes too far, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get in trouble with the God above.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that. So my point was get a standard and live by a standard, and let's all agree on one. All right. Well, our standard is to end this show as smoothly as we can, and we're going to try to do that. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Nate, for showing up. I should thank you first because you're always here. The people watching, I don't know if they're here or not, but I can see you. I'm watching you. That's good. Get on. I mean, I don't even know what the hell I'm even talking about anymore. So I'm just going to leave it there. Until next time, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinion. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.